Good morning, pretties. We are going to talk about food today, which is one of my favorite topics, specifically about comfort food. I woke up this morning, it was 24 degrees. Aubrey called me on her way to class and said, I don't have any clothes for this weather. And I said, well, what are you wearing? She said, well, I threw on my windbreaker and my leggings. So I said, well, yeah, you can't dress like that when it's 24 degrees out. And she said, yeah, I know, but I don't know what to wear. And I said, well, first off, you don't wear leggings, you can wear jeans if it's this cold out. I said, and secondly, you just need to layer up. Just put on a bunch of layers and stay warm that way. And we hung up and she texted me a few minutes later and said, I just wanted to let you know, as I was walking to class, like every other girl at TCU is wearing what I have on. So we poor Texans have no clue how to dress when it gets cold out. And TCU has a lot of California transplants too, so I'm sure they have absolutely no idea what to wear. So I kind of got a kick out of that. I'm like, okay, well, we'll have to go do some winter clothes shopping this weekend or something. I don't know. Speaking of winter clothes, I wanted to share with you guys this coat that is blowing up my Instagram. Yesterday I posted this beautiful green winter coat. I did a white jeans post today on Get Your Pretty On, which if you're interested in that, you can check it out at getyourprettyon.com/blog. And I paired up my white jeans 3 different ways because I'm a little bit of a rebel. And when you guys said you didn't want them on the winter style challenge, or they were a polarizing trend, I decided that I was just going to go ahead and pair them up as many ways as possible. I always think I'm going to twist your arm and convince you otherwise. And it actually does work. I mean, most of the time, when there's a polarizing item or something that you say, I'm absolutely never going to try that, and I just keep shoving you out of the comfort zone over and over again, you end up loving it. So that is my goal with white jeans for winter. So definitely check out those outfits today. But the one I posted on Instagram yesterday was my white jeans with a black and white stripe turtleneck and some leopard flats with this beautiful green wool coat. This coat is amazing. It is the color, it's called emerald. It is like the perfect green color. I walked into the store last week. It was the very first thing I saw. I just like honed in on it and thought, I have to have this coat. I don't even care if the color is impractical. I'm going to buy it anyway. So I did. And the color's actually not as impractical as I thought it would be. I've been trying to pair it up with different things, and really the only thing it totally clashes with is red. Unless you want to look like a Christmas tree, I'm all good with that. But it does come in 8 colors. It comes in like a pretty citron yellow. It comes in a bright red. It comes in rose, like a pinky blush color, gray, of course, camel, which if you don't have a wool camel coat, I think they're super versatile and you can wear them with everything. It also comes in bright, like a cobalt blue, which is beautiful. And of course it comes in black too, which I can't wear black coats because with our dogs, I'm constantly covered in dog fur. So not an option, a little bit of a bummer there. But yeah, this green coat is beautiful and it's 40% off. So I linked it up on the Facebook Live if you want to check that out. Also, it is in my Like to Know It if you're on Instagram, and it's also on the blog today. So getyourprettyon.com/blog. If you're looking for a new winter coat, I highly recommend this one. It's awesome. All right, so back to food. So it's been cold lately, and there are a few reasons why I have been using my slow cooker a lot more than I usually do. Number one is it's cold. Slow cooker meals, comfort food, perfect. Number 2 is that our family, everybody, well, we have 3 of us now. So Craig and Ava and I all love slow cooker meals. Aubrey does too if she's home. Devin, not so much. But he's a little bit pickier than we are. So I've been breaking out the slow cooker as much as possible because of the cold weather, because it's something everybody likes. And the third reason is because this is a super, super busy time of year for me. I'm sure you guys get sick of me saying this every day, but seriously, like between now and mid-December is the busiest time in my life, both personally and professionally. So I do as much as I can to save time and make things quick and easy for myself. It's also a very cooking heavy season of the year. So when I have things that I can just kind of throw together that cook themselves, then that is like a dream come true, right? So one of the meals that I've been making a lot lately, I've had on repeat, I just made it on Sunday, is my healthier version of potato soup. So I started making this soup about 5 years ago probably, and I've just been making tweaks along the way to make it healthier and tastier and all those good things. And I think I have it down to like perfection now, if I must say so myself. The family loves it. And this past Sunday when I made it, like Craig and Ava both said, oh my gosh, this is like the best time yet. It is so good. We had been at a horse show all day. It was freezing cold out. We all three came home just chilled to the bone and wanted something warm and satisfying for supper. So I threw this soup together, and on Sunday I made it in the Instant Pot, although you can definitely do it in the slow cooker. I usually do it in the slow cooker. I did Instant Pot simply because we didn't have enough time to wait for it to cook in the slow cooker. If you do it in Instant Pot, one warning, I browned the meat and onions in the bottom of the Instant Pot on the saute feature, and then put the ingredients in on top of it, and I set it for 15 minutes, which is all it would take in there. But I have been getting the burn warning on it, and I don't know if it's because I sauteed the meat in the bottom first or what, but I did turn it off and restart it and scrape the bottom, and the second time it went through the cycle, it cooked, although I got the burn warning again. So if you guys are Instant Pot users and you have any advice on how to stop the burn warning, I get it when I make chili, and I get it when I make soup. So I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. I've looked it up online. I can't figure it out. So anyway. All that aside, I am going to share this recipe with you. And again, this is a healthier version of potato soup. And it's super easy. You really just throw all the ingredients together and let it cook for 4 hours on low. So the first thing you're going to need is a bag of frozen hash browns. I use Ore-Ida, but you can use any brand. I've gotten the Market Pantry brand. And honestly, this is what makes this recipe so easy. You do not have to chop and peel potatoes. Hallelujah, amen. I don't do anything where I have to chop and peel potatoes. As a matter of fact, on Thanksgiving, I am happy to cook every single dish except the mashed potatoes. I have somebody else do those for me. Either my mom usually comes over early and peels them for me and chops them up, or my sister ends up bringing the mashed potatoes because it's just something I'm terrible at peeling potatoes. So anyway, hash browns. Hash browns are amazing. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna need is 2 8-ounce cans of cream of chicken soup. I get the low sodium version. We try to watch our sodium in this house. Craig's blood pressure is a little on the high end. Mine is on the low end, so I can eat as much salt as I want to. But when I'm able to cut back, I do, especially in canned soups. They are loaded with sodium. So you need 2 8-ounce cans of cream of chicken soup. Okay, the next thing you're gonna need is half of an onion chopped. On Sunday, I cheated and I used my minced onion. I just have a little shaker of it and put that in there. It's just as good. If you don't want to chop onion, I totally get it. I'm all about the shortcuts. Okay, then you're gonna need a pound of turkey breakfast sausage. I think I get the Jenny O brand, but it comes in a little tube. So you want the crumbled sausage, not the kind that's formed into patties or in casings. You need the kind that's in the tube so you can brown it and crumble it. Okay, so just 1 pound of that. Next up, you're gonna need 2 to 3 cups of 1% milk. If you wanna use whole fat milk, that's fine. This is the healthier version of the recipe, so I use 1%. And I say 2 to 3 cups, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Next up is gonna be an 8-ounce package of light cream cheese. And that's going to be the final thing that you put in. If you want to garnish it, you can with some light sour cream and some shredded cheddar, which we always do. That's my favorite part when I get those ooey gooey cheesy bites. Yum. Okay, so as far as directions are concerned, the first thing you're going to do is brown your turkey sausage and your onion in the skillet. If you have Instant Pot, you can use the saute feature on that, so you can do it all in one pot. Just make sure that it's thoroughly cooked through. There's no pink showing. In your slow cooker or Instant Pot, then you're going to combine your bag of hash browns, both of your cans of soup, the cooked turkey, sausage, and onion, and the milk. So I usually start out with around 2 cups of milk, 2 to 3 cups, and adjust as I go, which again, I'll talk to you a little bit more about that in a minute. Okay, actually, I'm talking to you more about that now. So If I'm using the slow cooker, I add in additional milk as it's cooking because sometimes it gets really, really thick or it starts to dry out. So the more liquid, those hash browns absorb tons of liquid because they're kind of dehydrated. So you're going to want to just keep an eye on it and add milk as needed. And the more milk you put in, the creamier it's going to be too. So I highly recommend that. Then just before serving, while it's piping hot, you're going to take that cream cheese block and cut it into cubes and just put those all across the top. Let those melt down into the soup and then just kind of swirl it and stir it in just before serving. So you're going to know that your soup is ready when your hash browns disintegrate, so they're not in the little square chunks anymore, and it's got a nice creamy consistency. In the slow cooker, this is going to take you about 4 to 6 hours to get to that consistency. If you're doing it in the Instant Pot, again, I'm still experimenting with that, but I found that when I set it for 15 minutes and let it run through, the second time that I turned it on, the hash browns were already disintegrating. So that's going to happen super fast for you in the Instant Pot. And then you're going to garnish it with the light sour cream and the cheddar cheese. And we usually serve it with some biscuits or crescent rolls or something like that on the side. So anyway, that is my favorite recipe for the slow cooker. And it's still is a very comfort food soup, but by just making those little tweaks with, you know, reducing the sodium and the fat content, particularly the saturated fat content in the soup, then it does make it a healthier option for you. But you still feel very satisfied and like you are getting to indulge a little bit. So anyway, I look forward to hearing from you guys. Please share your recipes with me, your favorite slow cooker recipes, your favorite Instant Pot recipes. If you have links, please drop them in Facebook. I would love to share those with our other pretties who are looking for some good meals and some quick ideas right now before the holidays hit us. So please let me know your favorites, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.